Hi, welcome to our video tutorial on the Buy Now settings. So first you want to be logged in as an admin or host and then navigate to the page where you've added the Buy Now module. The Buy Now module is the main cart module that has the product listing, the checkout, and all the admin uh, screens. So today we're going to talk about the store settings, and these store settings are specific to uh, an instance of the buy now module. So you could have multiple buy now modules in a portal. So we're multi-store, meaning that you could have multiple stores within a portal. And I believe we're the only DNN e-commerce module that has that feature. It's a powerful feature. So I could have a store, uh, one store for the general public and another store for distributors that are configured completely different for pricing and you know configured completely different. Or you could have one store for US and one store for Europe. The possibilities are endless there. But all these settings we're going to go over in the store settings here are specific to this instance of the Buy Now module. So the first section is the general store setup. So here you're going to enter your name and address for your store. You're going to select your currency. We support all currencies around the world. Select the page where you've added the product details page. The vendor page is if you're using the e-marketplace, you would add the vendor module to a separate page and then choose the page where you've added the vendor module. The Google Analytics is enter your Google Analytics ID here. We're integrated with regular Google Analytics and also Google e-commerce analytics. And the Google e-commerce analytics tracks things like add to carts, abandoned carts, completed orders, things like that. The cross-portal sharing allows you to configure sharing of products and across master and child portals. So this is a pretty powerful feature here. Show this checkbox for show orders by buy now module. Uh, Basically, if you have multiple buy now modules in a portal and you go to the manage order screen here, it's going to display all the orders across all buy now modules. So if you check this box, it will only show customers and orders specific to a buy now module. So it's a way to separate out orders and customers. So we have two different button styles, your default DNN buttons from your skin or the SmithCart buttons. So that's the general store setup. The email, the store to email is the email that's sent to your store admin. So somebody at your company that you want copied on all orders, you would enter here. The from email is the email that customers are going to see their order confirmation sent from. So this would be from your company. Request a quote email is if you configured your store as a request a quote or products for request a quote, you would enter an email here. Somebody in your organization would be copied on those emails, request a quote emails. Third party CC is say you're using a third party fulfillment house and you want to copy the warehouse on all orders so that they can ship the products. You could enter their email address here. You can check this box, email product description, to include the product description in the emails, download link for downloadable products. You can check this box if you want to email manufacturers, the email address that you configured for your manufacturers, product manufacturers. They can be CC'd, or you can disable the user and the admin email, either or. The cart and checkout, we have a single page checkout. So if you check that, it's going to be basically a single page checkout. And if you don't check it, it's a multi-page checkout. Basically, it splits, if you do the regular checkout, it splits the shipping and the billing, the payment information on two separate checkout pages, or if you check this, it combines it into one. Um, Show product image. All of these fields basically are just some fields that you can, by default, are not displayed in the checkout that you can check to show. And these are all pretty self-explanatory. Um, the company name, if you're a B2B site, you can check this to show the company name during checkout for the user to enter their company name, and you can also require it. The DNN profile map, you can select a DNN profile field to be saved with the order here. Um, Special instructions are a text box that are displayed. If you say show special instructions on step one, it will display a multi-line special instructions text box to the user so they can enter instructions that are sent to you that the customer wants you to know about when you're shipping their order. So you can display the special instructions, multi-line text box on the step one page or the confirmation page. Um, the address book is a feature that, say, I'm a customer at your store and I have multiple ship to addresses. I have my house, my office, my kid's house, my mom's house. I can add all of those ship to addresses in my address book, and then if I enable this, I get a drop down during checkout where I can choose one of the addresses that I've entered. So it basically saves time in for the user so they don't have to key in information. So all these fields, these hide fields, are fields that are by default displayed, and you can check these to hide these fields. I think these are all pretty self-explanatory here. The field behavior, user entered amounts. If you check user entered amounts, all your products will have a text box for the user to enter an amount. This is global for all the products. You can also select user entered amounts at the product level. So some products the user can enter amounts and other products they do not. Force unique SKU is if you check this, it will force you when you're entering products to enter a unique SKU. Partial quantities, normally you can just enter 1 or 2 or 10, a whole number for quantities. But if you check this, you can enter like 1.5 or 0.5. So if you're selling products that are weighed, and you need to enter partial amounts. Category level order rules. Uh, if you check that, that's going to enable the minimum order amounts and minimum order quantities at the category level. Minimum order amount, so I could say I don't want anybody in the store to be able to check out less than $10. So inventory management, and this is the for each product you enter a quantity on hand, and if you have no inventory management, that quantity on hand, every time somebody buys a product, it will not get decremented. So if you want that to be decremented every time a product's ordered, you would say enforce inventory management. And then every time somebody buys that quantity, it will be decremented. So you can enforce that when somebody clicks add to cart or at the cart page when they try to click checkout. And then you can also configure it to hide products if they're out of stock, if the quantity on hand reaches 0. The upsell page is a page that's displayed during checkout that cross-sells products to the user. And you can show or hide certain fields for the upsell page. Custom checkout page allows you to insert a custom page during checkout that you create. The DNN profile is basically lets you control how the screens are auto-populated during checkout. Normally, the cart will look for any session variables or cookies and populate the screen from those and the DNN profile. You can select only use DNN profile to auto-populate. So if it's like a shared machine in a coffee house or something, you don't want to use session or cookies because that's specific to the machine. Or you can disable all auto-populating. The default's usually good though. So another one here, persistent cart behavior. So you can persist cart by machine, persist cart by DNN user, or never persist cart. So this is basically if I add to cart, close my browser, and then open my browser back up, the item you added to cart is still going to be there. And we use cookies to do that. So normally it's persist by machine, the cart by machine, which is good, which uses a cookie that's dropped on the machine. So you can change that. So if it's a shared machine, like in a coffee house, you can persist cart by DNN user or never persist the cart if it's a shared machine. And the cookies, you can set a timeout. Normally the cookie timeout is set in the browser. So you can specify, I want the cookies to only last for 30 days or something like that. The DNN profile is another DNN profile integration. So you can select a DNN profile field or a custom DNN profile field to be stored with the order. Um, you can check this box to disable the DNN profile from being updated because normally if I enter an address or a phone during checkout, it's going to update the DNN profile also when somebody checks out. So you can disable that here if you want. The product listing page, normally when you click this use mini cart, when you normally click add to cart, it takes you to the cart page. If you check this box and you've added the mini cart module to the product listing page, when you click add to cart, it will not take you to the cart page. It'll just update the mini cart and stay on the product listing page. The default category, normally all products on the product listing page are all products are displayed. So you can select only products to be displayed for a certain category. Product catalog layout, you can select single column or multi-column, and these are both mobile responsive. So if I have a multi-column and I have a super wide screen, it'll display like 5 products across in 5 columns. But if I'm on a mobile device, it'll display 2 or 3 columns or 1 column of products. Um, the search and sort bar is on the product listing page. You can select different options to show or hide those. The record selector, if you have a lot of products, you can configure that here. The way that you control the products. So say I want, by default, I want 20 products per page. You would go 20, comma separated, 40, 60, so on. So and then show fields. So these are all fields. We're in the product listing section here. So all these show fields are all fields that are not displayed during checkout that you can, on the product listing page. They're not displayed by default, but you can check these to show these. So product rating, summary, the descriptions, sold out message, in stock message, quantity on hand. And then the hide fields are fields that are displayed by default, but you can hide those if you want. And then buttons, these are buttons that are not displayed by default that you can show. The view details, the wish list, request a quote, product compare, um, product images. So these are different options for you to store images. So by default, the images are stored on a local web server in your portals folder. You can choose to display those, like if you have a media server on an external server. You can set the thumbnail width on the listing and the detail page here. The wish list section allows you to enable the wish list in the cart. The step 1 page these are custom fields that you can display on the step 1 checkout page. The confirmation page and confirmation status are this custom field. So this typically, if you have like a checkbox with terms and I agree to terms and conditions, you can do that before somebody check a checkbox to agree to terms before they check out. And more custom fields here on the confirmation status. Sign in page. So normally the sign in page is hidden. You can show the sign in page or you can show a custom login and registration page. So if you're using like another login module or registration module and you want to display that to the user during checkout, you can display that. You can select add to cart requires login here. Gift certificates and serial numbers. So these are specific to if you're selling gift cards or gift certificates or products that where serial numbers are generated. You can select different options here. Um, Booking, the next section is booking registration. So if you want to enable booking, the booking features in the cart, reservations, gift registry, or this is a new one, the vendor e-marketplace. You can enable the cart to be any of those types of stores. So the auction is something new we've recently added is basically adding an auction component to the store. And this requires a special set of modules. So if you are interested in the auction, please email sales@smithcart.com and we'll get right back to you and we can talk about the auction software and pricing. Affiliate marketing. Um, so we're integrated with all the affiliate marketings like Commission Junction, Share a Sale, and you just enter your merchant ID and the affiliate URL if you want to use like Share a Sale or Commission Junction. And then custom events. Basically here on checkout complete, you can call a custom stored procedure when somebody successfully checks out, or you can call a web service. So this is nice if you're integrating with a third-party system or you need to move data into your ERP system. You can, whenever a successful order is completed in the store, you can call your own custom stored procedure or call a web service, and the cart will send all the order information, customer and order information to that stored procedure or that web service so that you can do whatever you want to do with that. Update your ERP system, update a database, anything you'd like. And then there's a on checkout complete call stored procedure on the step one, which is in the middle of the checkout. And then when you're done, you save your settings. So that completes the Buy Now settings video tutorial. I hope that helps. And if you have any other questions, please email us at support@smithcart.com or go to our website and submit a help desk ticket. We're here to help, and thanks for watching.